Welcome to Orthodox World this week, Orthodox News in the digital space. I'm your host, Abel Matthews Alex. Let's see what happened in the Orthodox world last week. Late Patriarch Abune Antonius laid to rest at the monastery of St. Andrews. Abune Antonius, the late Patriarch and Martyr of Eritrea, was buried at the monastery of St. Andrew, located 75 km southwest of Asmara on 10th of February 2022. His Holiness Abune Antonius hailed from the same monastery. The monks from St. Andrew Monastery were asked to take the mortal remains of Abune Antonius by the Patriarchate office in Asmara. The late Patriarch was denied an official burial by the Eritrean Church and the government. None of the bishops of the Eritrean Orthodox Church was present at the burial, and the majority of the congregation were not informed about his demise. However, several villagers living near the monastery attended the funeral service. Orthodox youths and the local administrator released on bail in Addis Ababa. Orthodox youth and a local administrator were arrested after the celebration of Epiphany in Addis Ababa were released on bail on Thursday, February 17, 2022. The Orthodox youth were arrested on the pretense of provoking the public after constructing a square decoration for the Feast of Epiphany that was permitted by Addis Ababa city administration. They were jailed for more than 26 days without being presented before the court. Their release came after mounting pressure from the faithful and a discussion on Orthodox Youth and Adult Association of Addis Ababa with church hierarchs, including the primate at the Patriarchate on Wednesday, February 16, 2022. The discussion followed the meeting of city's mayor and members of her cabinet with His Holiness Abune Matthias, the acting synod of the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church, and the bishops of different dioceses on Tuesday, 15 February. His Grace Abune Macarius, Archbishop of Somali and Eastern Haggara Diocese, commended the released youths and the local administrator for their courage. Romanian Orthodox Church, the greatest philanthropist, Patriarch Daniel. The greatest philanthropist remains the Romanian Orthodox Church, stated Patriarch Daniel of Romania at the annual meeting of National Church Council. It is very important to see the large number of works and sacrifice generosity of our community is very important. 62 social programs and other external financial supports and some other social programs are from our own funds. We see how great is the effort of parishes of the diocese regarding the social philanthropic work, said the Patriarch Daniel. The Primate of Romanian Church also congratulated clergy and lay believers for their hard work and contribution. Patriarch Abune Matthias, Synod of Ethiopian Church, meets the mayor of Addis Ababa and the members of the city's council. After much delay, as per the request of the acting synod of the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church, and as a result of the mounting pressure from the faithful, the mayor of Addis Ababa, Her Excellency Adanje Ababe, and the members of her council met with the Patriarch Abune Matthias, co-patriarch of the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church, and the archbishops of acting synod, and the bishops of the different dioceses on Tuesday, February 15, 2022. At the Patriarchate of the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church in Addis Ababa. The meeting was held to discuss issues of little deeds related to the Mescal Square, Epiphany Squares, like that of Janmed in central Addis Ababa, where the Feast of Epiphany is celebrated in the open, and the related matters. The discussions were reported to have been constructive. This came after Mescal Square was in the news recently when a Protestant pastor declared to take over the square. A Pentecostal congregation was allowed to gather without the knowledge of the church, where Her Excellency attended and stated the squares as the people's and as the extremist Islamists are actively trying to change the square's name that bears the name of the cross to each square. The assembly concluded with a joint statement that indicated an agreement in creating a joint committee to look into the matters closely for workable solutions. Pope of Rome and Russian Patriarchate may meet for the first second time in June-July 2022. Pope Francis of Rome and Patriarch Kirill of Moscow and all Russia may meet for the second time in June or July 2022, reports Catholic World Report. Alexander Abune, the Russian ambassador of Vatican City, commented the same a few days back. However, the venue for the meeting has not yet been finalized. Previously, Pope Francis and Patriarch Kirill met for the first time at the Havana airport in Cuba on 12th of February. Patriarch Porphyrios awards annual scholarship to the final year students of University of Belgrade. Patriarch Porphyrios, the Serbian Patriarch, presented scholarship to the final year students of the Faculty of Medicine, Electrical Engineering, Law, Philosophy, and Theology as part of the contest on 12th of February 2022. The representatives of the Serbian Business Association and Humanitarian Fund Preventic also took part in the event. The winners were selected after considering grades and financial situations. They were awarded a one-year scholarship. Bible discouraged in Norwegian schools. Gideon International responds with the civil ombudsman. The new Education Act in Norway discourages the propagation of religious writings, religious texts, including the Bible, as gifts to the students. The new rule has met with a strong opposition from the Gideons International. The evangelical organization has filed a civil ombudsman complaint against the new rule in the country. We believe this case is very unfair. The Directorate of Education's interpretation of the Education Act does not meet legal requirements. It says in the Bible that we will fly to the bitter end, and we will not do that here. Senator Hovland, the Secretary General of Gideons International in Norway, told Vårt reports Sputnik. The number of Christian believers has come down over the years. The Church of Norway, as a result of its shrinking membership, separated from the state in 2017. The first church, Syriac Orthodox Church, built under the Turkish Republic to open doors. The first ever church to be built under the modern Turkish Republic since 1923 is gearing to open its doors for the faithful. More Ephraim Syriac Orthodox Church, which is being built in Eskili in European side, part of the Istanbul, is the first church to be built on Turkish soil over the last 100 years. The Syriac Church is expected to open its doors in August or September 2022. The church is being constructed on a plot within a Catholic cemetery in 2019. More than 80% of the construction is complete. Moreover, this will be the second church in Istanbul that is fully owned by the Christian community. The church will have 5 floors and will also serve as a cultural center for the Syriac Orthodox community in Istanbul. That's all for the week. Hope you enjoyed the session. Thank you for watching Orthodox Cognate page.